And that'd be remiss. I think Jason would love for me to just remind everyone, right? How do we meet initially?
How do we meet?
Yeah.
Oh, the Collective Genius.
Right.
Guys, we're part of this group of, I would say, the upper echelon of real estate investors, right? People that do this. It's not a hobby. They're in this for a business. And what we've noticed is everyone knows how to do the direct mail, the pay-per-click, the TV, the radio, right? All those things are tried and true. Nothing wrong with those things. We're all looking for ways to scale our business without turning our marketing budgets up even more. Mm-hmm. And so what we've noticed, not only with me in December, but also recently, we just had one last week, that the industry is starting to say the sustainability is by building relationships. Mm-hmm. And there's truth to that. If you build the right relationships, you can build something that comes to you. And it's a freeing feeling to know when I lay my head on the pillow at night that, man, as soon as you drop that money for direct mail, you're like, I hope it comes back.
Yeah.
You know, that's that feeling with this. You build the relationships. My phone just goes, hey, Phil, can you be at Bob's house at 2:30 on Tuesday to make an offer? Yes, I can. It's great.
Simple enough.
Yes.
And the other thing I want to talk about before we get to the questions is Puerto Rico.
I live in Puerto Rico.
So you had like a whole pitch deck basically when we met in December. Yeah. So for those that are listening, why Puerto Rico?
Though I've been in with Collective Genius now twice. We were in Tampa in Florida, and it was 34 degrees. And we've been in Arizona the past week, and it's been 57 degrees. Guys, it's never cold in Puerto Rico. It's wintertime there. And my wife used to ask me every day in St. Louis, honey, what's the weather going to be today, right? Because it's always changing. Puerto Rico, 84 for a high, 72 for a low every single day. So the weather is phenomenal. And I think most of your listeners...
That's not the reason why you're going there.
No, I'm building it up, right? I'm saving, yeah. For me, I like to network. I like to be around entrepreneurs, even in St. Louis. Those were the people I sought out. Imagine the baddest real estate, or not even real estate, but just entrepreneur that you know. They all moved to the same town. Mm-hmm. And the networking is unbelievable. Why did all these investors and Bitcoin guys and hedge fund traders and CEOs, why did they all move to Puerto Rico? Simply put, it's a tax. You can have 0% taxes on capital gains, 0%, and you get to keep 96% of your money on active income if you have the right kind of income.
Right.
So tax reasons.
It's a tax haven.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I know we didn't really talk about this preparing for it, but I think it's just fascinating because we talk about it here and there, but no one really explains why.
Why the tax savings?
Yeah.
Boy, it's probably a political conversation. Mm-hmm. Puerto Rico is especially after Maria. Well, it's been around a lot longer than Maria, so I shouldn't say that. They designed it to bring wealthy people to their island to spend money there, to live there. If you live somewhere and you have a high net worth individual, they spend money on lots of services.
Right.
And so it was an economic driver to get people to move to Puerto Rico.
So, and it's kind of like, I mean, you look at just Arizona, Texas, and a few of the red or purple states now.
Yeah.
They incentivize businesses to come over, and they'll subsidize the businesses' taxes to bring more money into the economy. And by bringing the money into the economy, the hope is that everyone does better in that state.
Yep.
And in the long run, there's more income taxes for the state. So Puerto Rico's doing the same thing. They're trying to get more money in so they can get more tax revenue, not necessarily from the guys making a lot of money, from everyone else actually having jobs
that we're going to hire. Yes, around us. Right. Both in our businesses and our lives.
Right. So I just think it's something that's good for people to listen. If you guys don't have kids, I know there are people with kids.
I have kids.
There. Yeah. So people with kids are moving there.
Yeah.
So it's just something to consider, something to investigate, check out, because I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. I know that in the circles we talk about, or that we're in, people talk about it. But I'm not hearing about it enough in other circles, so I just kind of want to get this out there.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. There's a guy named Logan Paul. He's a huge YouTube influencer, and he was all over the news recently. He's moving to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And so I think we're starting to see it. Once again, not a political conversation, but if you look at what's happening with taxes, they're going to keep going up. So we're all looking for these other options.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And by the way, about the kids thing, if you have kids, you can definitely move there. Puerto Rico might be a poor area, but I want you to know in the town that I live in, there's a Lamborghini dealership.